traveling through this world alone. There is no sickness, toil or danger in that land to which I go. I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm just going over Jordan. I'm just going home. I know a cloud will hover around me. I know my pathway's rough and steep, but golden fields lie out before me, where my eyes no more will weep. I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm just going over Jordan.
Okay.
I'm just going.
I am. I am. How you do? I was about to ask you, how are you doing, buddy? No, no, I was coming. I was on a personal call with Hope. Oh, we've been okay. We've been okay, buddy. We just I she wanted my help for something.
Okay.
That's all. But yeah, we're good. We're good. Really good. Really
When was the
good.
last time we spoke one-on-one?
Back when Trump wasn't in office.
That would be 2006. No, wait, really?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think because I've talked to you with others. That was when that time we played Overwatch.
Yes.
And then I'm trying to think. But before that, you were MIA for quite some time.
Yeah. I was gone. Government can't find me no more.
So if you don't mind me asking a personal question.
Oh, okay.
What you been up to? Like for those years we haven't seen you.
For a while I was living out of state for a while. And then I came back in state and I was just like, yeah, I guess I should finish college. And so here I am finishing it up. I'm pretty close now. I'm taking 2 classes this semester.
Oh, really? That must be difficult.
No, well, one is an internship essentially. The other one is biology. I just need to get biology done. I suck at biology. I can do math. It's math. Like I'm okay, decent at, but like biology, it's like yeah, I need to get that done like now.
So the internship, is that for, well, without you giving specific details out, for your next job or just for experience? What?
For my class, yeah, and it's for my future job. I don't mind disclosing. I'm gonna be a teacher, so it's a little internship.
Nice.
Doing that, but yeah, that's going pretty well. Otherwise, if I haven't been doing that, I've been busy playing a little pew pewing with the guns and the airsoft. That's
Raz says depending on biology, it may not be that bad.
Yeah, no, it's oh god, biology is literally 108 biology.
I know it is. That's the first year, right? That's just year one, or it's like the
Yeah,
easiest level, right?
yeah, but I suck at biology. That's what you don't understand. Biology 108.
Do what everybody does. Find the smartest nerd and
Oh
just
no, I'm doing really well. This it's definitely the professor. I'm doing this really well. Like I'm doing really well. So like the first test that we had,
Mm-hmm.
the average in the class was a what was it actually, I'm gonna look it up right now so I give you straight to real life facts.
Raz, I don't think he's blaming. Well, it can be, because sometimes there are good professors and there are
Oh no, no, like
bad.
there's completely professors that can literally just screw you over. Like I'm not trying to like be like, oh, I'm bad at it because my professor. It's like no, it's actually like that's a real thing. Like if you don't get along with the professor, it's bad.
Because I
Um,
remember when I went to college, there was one. Well, you always get the one professor that stands out. That's a great one. That's terrible, and the rest are usually average.
they're
And I
average, yeah.
would always remember. I'm not going to say her name, but she was great. She was attentive. Like she would basically stick her neck out and help you all the way. You know, with what she can. She'll always be available. So if you had questions that need to be answered, she was very like on details, which was nice.
Hmm.
You have to. Yeah. I went to college. Well, I went a semester before I started all this, and then I finished my degree online. In order to become a pilot, you do need, well, you don't need it, but it does help to have a 4 years or
Hmm.
associates, which I do have. I finished having my associates last year, online though.
That's what I'm going for. I'm basically going for that, but it's associate arts in teaching.
Mm.
So it is an associate's, but it's specifically in teaching. Right now, I'm looking at my grades. I definitely did lab one and lab two, but I'm getting zeros for those. So I'm gonna definitely talk to. I'm glad I checked. I'm definitely gonna talk to him about that because I've submitted every other lab, easy peasy. So I remember now for the first test, the average was an 80. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and I got an 85. So I'm above average in that. And then test two, which was crazy, like I was not prepared for whatsoever, like at all. Apparently the class average again was a 80 and I got a 90 on that one. So right now I have an 87.50% test average. So, and we have another test tomorrow. And then finally, we have our final exam. And then after that, then I'm done with
Mm-hmm.
biology. So right now, I'm in a good shape. It's just my lab average is a 75. And that really concerns me because I definitely get the first two labs. So I got to go talk to him about that. I don't see why that's not in there properly. So I gotta go talk to him. But yeah, weird.
Raz says, I think you need a bachelor's to actually be a teacher.
Yeah,
I,
yeah, yeah. So what I can do, I'm
mm-hmm.
gonna cut you off. What I can do is I can get my AAT, Associate's Arts in Teaching, and what that can do is I could what I'm gonna do is get my AA and then move on to a 4 year like college university place and then get my bachelor's. Then once I do that, then I'll be able to go back and start. So I'm like almost done halfway wise. Like I'm going to community, college and all that. So that I'm gonna get my
Now,
AA and then
not to cut
transfer.
you off,
Yeah.
but how are you going to do it?
Well, once I get my stuff nice and done, I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to move over. I'm gonna apply for a
Alone?
place at another campus.
Because just remember that you're gonna be adding up these student loans.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm definitely aware.
And that's one thing that I never liked about our college system, well, our education system, is that lucky for me, it's basically free, you know.
Yeah.
But for many other people, you're going to be drowning in almost depending on what you want to become. Mind you, most people do not know what they want to become during the first year of college. So you just wasted about, I don't know, 40 G's
Mm-hmm.
down the drain. So you're looking by year two knowing. So if you do a 4 year, you're looking at about $250,000 just figuring out what to do.
Yeah. At least I know what I want to do, so that's really good.
Yeah, but even then, once you know what you want to do, it's a quarter plus another quarter.
Yeah.
So you're like, you're almost just want to take a Russian roulette and be like, you know what, I'll be dead. It's either, and it becomes a question of can you pay that off before you're dead,
Oh yeah.
or another way to look at it, can you pay that off before your kids go to college?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a weird situation.
Yeah, it's definitely a weird situation. You're completely right.
But speaking of weird, but slightly positive, not too long ago you met your boy at Five Guys.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I did, and we had a good time at Five Guys. We did. It was really nice catching up with him. Um,
Now another slightly personal one. When was the last time you saw Matt in person?
Five Guys.
I was gonna
Well,
say
that
before
was it.
Five Guys. Before that.
The- Before that, like,
hmm
it took forever to like make our stuff line up to so that I could have seen him.
So we're talking
Um,
about a year, two,
oh
three.
God. Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Cause when did I met you obviously through Warframe.
Yeah,
That was 2015 or 16?
I
16.
think that was 15. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. That would have lined up with 2015.
Okay. Cause then you slightly started to stream,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when I met Matt.
Yes, and then Matt, I brought Matt along with me. I was like, Matt, you should meet my friends. And then I introduced you to Matt,
Mhm.
and then Raz was with me too. So I brought Raz in, and then Taylor was with us, and then a little friend group started, and then we're here now with a whopping 50 people. No, I'm just kidding.
I wish.
50 people in the Discord.
No, I've totally destroyed my stream. Well, that's because I had to choose my career, and I decided to
Yeah.
become a pilot, so that basically killed it.
Yeah, it's really tough because like I really wish this would pan out and work, but like there's like an algorithm to it, and it's kind of like lucky, dude. Like if it happens, it happens, and then you could just be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this.
Well,
But if it
that
doesn't, it's like, eh. But
well,
it's oof, it's kind of rough. Streaming is rough.
not only that. I don't know if you're where we're at this, but Ray was on a podcast with the Achievement Hunter guys.
Oh, I watched it.
Okay, and did you notice he said something that I think is very true, especially now? He said on the podcast was that he has to stream every day. Like all the streamers feel like they have to stream every day, or they lose viewers.
Yeah, they have to. That's literally a fact. They have to. If they don't, they literally just start losing viewers.
And they become less interesting, etc., etc., etc. Because
Yeah.
that was like the big shift for me. Like when I started shifting out of Warframe and then was trying to do something, then I was like, you know what, I'll become this, and it just basically really killed it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's very interesting in these times where it's like everybody sees the appeal. Everybody wants to be that top streamer. You know, they
Say
hear
what,
Ninja,
yeah.
Ninja is making insert $500,000 here, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But that's one person out of how many thousands, tens of thousands of streamers.
Man. He got lucky too, man. Like, because Fortnite blew up and he was streaming that, he was ahead of the curve. It blew
Mm-hmm.
up and it blew up his channel. Like,
Correct.
he
Well,
was around, he was relevant before, but he wasn't like to the level that he is now.
going slightly back, it wasn't really Fortnite to a degree. If you remember, Fortnite was out for a while. It was when Fortnite decided to change their model and went from kind of like I guess like a wave based defending game to like a PUBG
Yeah, yeah.
that people were like, "Oh, holy shit. What is this?" And then all the kids got on it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, like Ninja was like known before then. He was like, I believe he was in the MLG circuit. I don't know for what game, but he was in the MLG circuit before he started streaming.
Oh,
Then
for
he started
Minecraft.
streaming. For what?
Minecraft.
I mean, yeah, I guess. But yeah, he
Mhm.
was definitely like relevant. Like people knew he existed and everything. It's just he blew up with Fortnite.
Yeah, and you always get a game or two that people do blow up, but it's always one game.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Overwatch, there was Seagull. He was big in that, and he's like slowed down. Now he's changing up his format. I'm trying to think of another person. You probably won't know too much about Hearthstone, but Amaz was into that, and then he switched. It, it. Sometimes it takes one game to be popular, but you gotta be lucky in it,
Yeah,
especially if it's a big game. If it's a big game, there's thousands of streamers. You're not unique.
yeah,
And then if you pick a, at the time, Warframe was a very niche game. If you
yeah,
play that all the time and that becomes your only game, then it becomes troublesome to switch out of it.
yeah.
It's very hard to become like a Ray, a insert high streamer here who can then switch to a lower game. Yes, may lose some viewers, but still maintain relevancy.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
But speaking of relevancy, what's the
I like
uh,
these segues. They're
yeah,
great.
thank you. I try my best. Try my best. So sad there's only Raz here to watch it. These are
That's
great
okay.
subways. If I only had like an insert card here. Um, but what is the latest game you've been playing?
The latest game. I really haven't been playing games, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
Um, the last game I played was actually today. I booted up the N64 and played Snowboard Kids, but I haven't like. I was playing it just to play it to pass some time. That was pretty fun. It's always fun going back and banking on nostalgia. That game is as good as I remember it. I love that game. I absolutely am a huge fan of that game. Not the second one. The second one, in my opinion, is not anywhere as good as the original. The original is so much better, in my opinion, like by far. The second one can eat it. Anyway, I
When
was
you
just
say
thinking,
boot up, do you mean like the original NES?
yeah,
Or you still have that?
I have the original N64, and like I have Mario Tennis for it. I have Wave Race 64, Snowboard Kids 1 and 2, and then I have 1080 snowboarding. I have I think those are the 5 right now. I think I still yeah, I think those are the 5. Yeah, but I have those, and those games are really fun to boot up and play.
Wait, if I remember right, didn't those have like one audio channel at the time?
I don't remember.
How did you hook it up to your TV?
Oh, composite. No. It was the coaxial cable, like where you screw in the
Mm-hmm.
cable. basically you would screw it in, but then there's a box on it so that you could run the. Basically, when you put it in, it would go. It would act as your cable, like a coax axial cable will, and
Okay.
like you would set it to channel 3, and then turn it on to channel 3, and then it's playing it on channel 3. But if you wanted to watch regular TV, you would screw it. There's like a little box on the end of it, and you would screw it into it, and then you could just play the TV through it. That way, it's not interrupting any of the TV. But yeah, that's how you would get it in there, and it's pretty fun. Pretty
Hmm.
fun.
I God, it's been a while since those old classic ones.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I need to.
What?
Nothing. I'm just. I'm like multitasking here.
Oh.
I'm I'm multitasking. I'm like trying to. I'm trying to find the specific thing that I need to buy, but I can't find the exact link to find it, and it's frustrating me.
So when you say exact thing to buy, are you talking personal item or school item?
Personal. Definitely personal.
Is it what I just thought you meant by that statement, or it
No,
was?
no, no. It's this attachment for one of my airsoft guns, and I'm
Oh,
trying
okay.
to find it before I forget to do it. Um, but I don't see a link anywhere.
Even on Amazon?
Well, it's this guy, and he's on Instagram, and I'm like, yes, I need to get this, and it's like, okay, how do I do that? And then I like went to his Instagram here on the computer. There's
Mm-hmm.
no link except to his YouTube, and his YouTube doesn't have a link to anything else. And I'm just like, okay, so you posted the pictures, and like you have the things of it, but you don't have the actual thing that I need for it. So it's
Have
just
you
like,
taken the picture and just drag it over to Google?
no, no, I haven't. There-
Because sometimes if you do that, it actually brings you to the product placement. Like Google Image is sometimes weirdly smart where it actually knows like where that belongs.
okay, let's see. Um, no, that's not it. Okay. Nope, it just took me. Okay, I'm stupid. I can't reverse image search this. I don't know how.
Oh, I would. What Raz says is BBD.
Beep. What's that mean?
If I'm not saying it out loud, it's for certain reasons.
What?
Figured it out from there.
Speaking of Raz, let's talk.
Hmm.
Let's talk about Raz. Love
Do
the
we?
guy.
Do we?
Yeah, I love
Hmm.
the guy. Where is my conver? Here he is. Okay,
Okay.
okay. Here
Good
it is.
job.
Here's the conversation.
Uh huh.
Yo, Matt, Taylor, and I are gonna play Overwatch later, not now. You want to join? And he was like, "Was it your idea to get a group together?" LOL. I was like, "Yeah." And then he was like, "Fuck it, why not?" Okay, I'll let you know when I get home. And then he's like, "Okay, sounds good." And then I'm like, "Hey, we're playing. Join the VC." Yo, no response. He left me on red.
He says he was busy.
He could. You could have said something.
He was busy with real life stuff. He couldn't be
Busy.
bothered on Discord.
Oh. Oh. I see how it is. Oh. I see how it is.
Listen, that's what happens when you don't stream for a while. You get treated like a second class citizen. Well, so speaking of Overwatch, what do you think of the event?
I haven't played it in forever.
Forever, it's like probably a month ago.
What event?
They put out, I believe it was Matt. He put it in his Discord, but apparently they're going to be focusing more on single player content soon.
Huh.
Yeah, they're trying to develop that. And I just thought, that's a little late. You're a little late to this party. I mean, for the most part, people don't talk about Overwatch the same way they do. Unless it is the Overwatch tournaments, even then it's not that high. People are not into it as it once was.
Yeah, Overwatch. Overwatch as a game has like just taken a completely different like turn, and like it's completely different from what it was. I remember when God, I wasn't like on ground floor. I got it like months after it came out,
Mm-hmm.
and like but it was still like Overwatch 1.0 where you could choose like duplicates of any character, or um you know, Roadhog, Roadhook like 1.0. That was, there were so many like little kinks and things they had to work out. But now the thing is, with this many, it's really hard for developers with this many kind of characters to create a dynamic flowing cast that interacts, and no one way is overpowered, or one set of combination of heroes is, overpowered, is just because, there's so many characters. How can you really make it even? Oh well, we have to, give buffs to this character, but then it promotes, maybe the use of that character more, and because of that, then strategies are formed around them, and then that's when you have a meta, and then once you have a meta, then you have anti-metas, and then you have to go back and forth, and now we're in a stage of the game where it's like completely like
Mm-hmm.
you have a set character list where it's like, okay, well, this game mode, or not this game mode, this game is gonna require a certain set of characters to play it this certain way. This is the
Mm-hmm.
best way of doing it, and it's ridiculous. But like in the beginning, people were still trying to figure it out, which is what I really enjoyed about
Well,
the
I
game.
didn't qualify.
But you can't have that sustained new kind of feeling forever. How long has Overwatch been out now? It's been like what, 2-3 years,
Mm-mm. More
four,
than that.
5?
I'll tell you. Right now. Overwatch. Overwatch came out 2016. 3 years.
3 years. Okay, so yeah, I wasn't off, like 2-3. Yeah.
This
Okay.
month, it makes it 3 years.
Oh yeah. Okay.
May
So yeah,
24th.
May 24th. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
But here's the thing about that. When the game first came out, of course, nobody knew what the fuck to do. I think at that time people considered it, what the fuck is that robot called? That's
Bastion.
Bastion, yes. Bastion was overpowered. People didn't even know how to counter Bastion.
Dude, people forget Bastion 1.0. If you look him up, he has a, so like now he doesn't have it, but like when he went into turret mode, he used to have a shield. People forget about that, dude. He used to have a shield.
Right.
That's crazy.
But then he got easy, and once people figuring out like, oh, if you just pull him this way and withdraw another, etc.
Yeah.
He came out. Then Ana came out, who's always was my favorite because I really like her. Like, oh, it's a sniper and a healer. But then they become busted because of her nano boost. So it became an idea of getting 2 tanks, holding the ground, and letting Ana boost you so you can smack around with your super attack, etc., etc.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then what's the Brigade?
Yeah, so
Brigade's not the broken one.
It's spelled Brigettete. Brigitte, and people, I say I when I first started, I was like saying Brigitte, but then people are like, no, it's like Brigitte, and I'm like, how? And then they're like Bridget, and I'm like, okay, I guess that makes sense.
All right, but
So-
now she's overpowered, and In between those two characters, there were other characters that came out.
Moira.
Mora, um,
Baptiste came out. He was the
Hacker
newest
Girl.
one. But,
I can't remember.
oh, Sombra.
Sombra. That's how many characters is that? 5 characters? 6 characters?
Doomfist.
Doomfist. That's 6 now. So you're telling me it's
Ariza.
yes, Ariza. That's 7.
Mm-hmm.
So do you see a problem with
Wrecking
that?
Ball. Yeah, Wrecking Ball.
The hamster.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, 8
No,
characters.
or was he after? Or was he after? He might have been after. Actually.
Wait. My point is, before this, right now, how many new characters are there?
We counted like 7, I think. There.
7 or 8.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that in 8 characters in 3 years, my dude. I can tell you fighting games that come out quicker, that come out with more DLC characters than them in a year.
I mean, it's true.
And you're telling
It's
me
true.
that's the like there's not enough content. There is just not enough like items there to make me want to go back
and play it. Yeah.
and
Pick it back up.
the problem too is like I'd rather play Rainbow Six Siege than this.
Yeah, I get it.
And it's not even just the character and the lack of content. Because if you look at it, Rainbow Six Siege doesn't have a fucking single player mode to its name. It's only PvP. But there's more characters, more strategy, I feel. As well as the fact that it's surprisingly less of annoying douchebags to have to deal with on Rainbow. Like I don't have to deal with somebody go, yo, bro, where's my heal? I didn't get healed, bro. Bro, did you not see me? I pick Reaper. That means automatically you should be healing me.
Like the Genjis that ask for healing all the time.
Bro, did you not see me? I'm about to go Dragon Blade mode. Did you not see? Where were your eyes? I'm like, behind cover because I didn't want to die, dumbass. That's why I didn't follow you.
No, it's pretty toxic. There was one time I was playing as Reinhardt, so I had my shield up, and we were like contesting like a choke point, and I was getting fire from a Bastion, and I just had my shield up. So then I was like, I went into it, and then my shield started to get shot. I was like, ooh! So then I started back up, and then there was like a Junkrat that was like right behind me. He was playing, and because I was backing up, he walked forward, thinking that I was going to keep going because my shield was about to break in like a couple seconds because Bastion. Anyway, he walked forward, and then he went out of my shield. Like he poked his head out through the shield, and then he got like domed, and then he was like, "Our Bastion is stupid. Bastion just let me die. He put his shield down." I'm like, no, I didn't. You walked out of it, buddy. He's like, that's your fault. And then he went on flaming me about it. I'm just like, there's not. What do you want from me? Like, it's your fault. Like, read better. There's a Bastion there. Take care of him. You have the burst damage to do it.
Not even just that. These are 2 very slightly different games, but the point still remains. I was just playing yesterday Final Fantasy 14. That's an MMO. And we were doing a high-end dungeon mission. And usually at those high-end levels, level 50 to 70, that's when they become very tricky. You have to kind of know the mechanics a bit. You have to understand your character, etc., etc., etc. And one thing that the game does is that when it's your first time doing the dungeon, it announces that to all the other players. But it doesn't tell you who. It just goes, it's someone's first time in this dungeon. And one thing I saw that I didn't think would happen was like, oh, really? This is somebody's first time. I'm going to tell you the mechanics, and this is how you do it. Okay, let me know when everybody's ready. Ready, check. It was very nice, very easy. Everybody, figured out. It was all nice. Nobody was upset.
everyone was playing nice.
Yes, I'm not saying that I've never been part of a moment where I look at my healer and go, "Yo, bro, where's my healer at?" But my point still remains that is that in Overwatch, one of the best things, as well as the most negative thing it does, is that it makes you feel like you know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And because it doesn't really present itself with a like high learning curve, which it does have. It's one of those games where it's simple to play, hard to master.
Yeah.
Idiots think they have mastered the game. They somehow think it's everybody else's fault while they're not in diamond, platinum.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
And I just want to be like, bro, are you serious right now? You really thought you were going to be able to solo to platinum? These motherfuckers who get to platinum have 3 or 4 other friends that play it with them constantly. Get off my dick. Get out of here.
It's just, I don't know. It's just like there's a new like divide, or like basically, because people have there's different type of people that play the game. There's like people that like, there's the high ranking Overwatch, or it's like the MLG like pro player like league people, and then there's the rest.
Right.
And if someone has obtained breaking into platinum, they're like, oh well, I did it for like, a week at a time. I got all the way up to platinum, so I'm better than you, so you should listen to me. And it's like, you have those type of people, and then you have the people that look up guides on YouTube on how to climb and what to do, and they're like, no, you guys should have done this, blah blah blah. It's like, even if I was watching a video about it, like, even if there is, like, let's say that you're doing everything right, if your teammate is, or your team is not on the same page with you, you're never gonna climb. Like, in this game, Overwatch, you have the potential to carry, but it's really, really hard. If it wasn't, then everyone would be platinum. Like, that's the whole point, You have to be able to, one of those games where it's like, you can make a 1,000 good calls and everything, but if you mess up like a couple of mistakes, it can cost you the entire match and your rank. So it's become like kind of toxic, even in quick play, where it's like, I've had people like rage like, oh, you guys suck, blah blah blah. My team, you good game, but my team sucked. It's like, dude, we're in quick play. Your rank isn't even affected. It's quick play. This is literally just it's the first thing that everyone's ever done, ever run quick. Not even in competitive where it matters about rank or anything. Just be like hella toxic, and I'm just like, this is, you're off your rocker, dude. Like, it's not that serious. What are you gonna do though? It's like, when a game's that big, you're gonna have your share of toxic people. I mean, look at Melee. It's been on for, Melee's been around since it came out, obviously, and it's probably, I'd say, the biggest Smash following, even trumping Ultimate because of the high tech ceiling and everything. But even then, you're gonna have your toxic people. But the community can't thrive if you're gonna have your toxic people in it.
I'm gonna counter that slightly.
Oh, okay.
I think not only me, but I would love to get Matt on here because I'm pretty sure he did as well. I have reached up to Diamond solo.
Ooh.
To Overwatch. Now, there was a very nice sweet spot to that. And then I was so annoyed at Diamond. For 3 reasons. One, it becomes the same damn game at that point, and that's why I stopped. It does. It really does become like the meta. Like, it was literally, at the time, it was the 2 meta, 2 healers, 1 DPS, bro.
Yeah. 2-2-2.
And it was annoying to play that archetype. Or because it was the same one. It was Reinhardt. Oh, Diva at that time, Mercy, Anna, and fuck. I
Probably
forget.
Lucia or something. Too.
Yes, it was switch back and forth
Yeah.
because Anna had her Anna
Oh
her
no. Okay,
boost.
if you have Mercy and Anna, yeah.
Yeah, you could just use Mercy because
Yeah.
Mercy raises and stuff back. Because this was back when Mercy had that super ultimate. Heroes never die.
Oh yeah, and she could res like
Mm-hmm.
the whole entire team. I
Yep.
miss that Mercy, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
I think a team or somebody was trying to get that back into the game at some point. I don't know how that goes. But point still standing is that at that going up to there was just the same meta. Then you get a little in between, and I felt like, of course, I love God because it was like not everybody was good, so everybody got to play with the fuck everyone. Like you could see a Widowmaker, you could see Tracer running around. You see all their things. You know, you don't see the norm, which is nice.
Yeah.
It's just like it's also up to the developers to make sure that the game doesn't get boring because not only does it depend on the character, I like some of the single play stuff because I was like, oh, this lore seems kind of interesting, but the maps. It was the goddamn same fucking maps. So when you have the same damn fucking maps, plus the goddamn same fucking meta all up, it kills you. Especially as solo, because you're by yourself and you're like, I just want to take a gun, and this gun's looking very attractive. And then you shoot yourself and you're like, oh shit, this was a Nerf gun. What the fuck? But point being, Overwatch is either a love or hate. It's like Warframe.
Yeah.
Why did you stop playing Warframe? And I can tell you why.
I stopped playing it honestly. Like I was playing it because I had friends playing it. I had you, my friend. I don't know if you remember Jamal.
Yes, I remember him.
You and Jamal are playing. I was like, oh, this is pretty fun to like do with
Is
my
he still
friends.
alive?
And then, he's still alive. And so him, and you, I would play with. And then like when you guys were on, I was like, kind of boring. I got bored because I couldn't play with my friends. And then for me, like I never understood how stuff connects with it. There was never like it was a little too open ended for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was like, okay, but how do I do this? Because I would like look at you and you're flying, like literally just flying in the sky, and I'm like, I want to do that. I want to do that with a cool kick-ass cape. I was like, okay, what I need to do, and then it was like, there is nothing really. You just have to experiment in that game and kind of just know what goes with what or what works with what, like by experimenting. And I was just like, I just want to know how to do the one thing. I don't need to know. And there wasn't really like a like an in-game kind of tutorial or guide really to break it down really well on how stuff really interacts with each other. It was just kind of trial and error, and I was like, I'm not into this. As well as the fact that if I couldn't play with you or Jamal, I was just like, I don't want to play anymore. So I guess that's why I stopped playing.
Okay. Interesting, because there's similar guidelines between you and me. The reason why I stopped me because DE stopped putting out like different content, especially when they got rid of like raids, which I enjoyed doing a bit. Even though
I remember doing raids. They got rid of raids.
yes. And so then they also made the game a little bit easier when they introduced relic systems.
What? I missed this. What's a relic?
So instead
no,
of
wait.
key,
Go ahead. I think I
hold on. So a relic, I think you came in at one day just to see it. A relic is like they basically replace the keys, and instead of having to like go to the void system, you remember those?
Yes.
You now go to whatever mission that is assigned in the menu.
Mhm.
You bring this relic with you, and you have to collect these little 10 orbs, and then it can open it up. So if you're doing, like, for example, survival, every 5 minutes, if you collect 10 of the little, like, droplets, the look like yellow nuggets, you pick up 10 of those, it opens up your relic, and you can open your prime. It's a lot easier to get a prime. Like, Equinox Prime came out.
I remember primes. That was cool. The prime system was cool.
Yes and no now.
Well, now, well,
Yeah,
maybe.
well, because back then, and this is becoming my experience, is there used to be a trailer for primes. Now there's no
Yeah.
more trailers. They just release it. Like, you could buy,
Oh,
yeah, and you could buy Equinox Prime, the whole set, for 100 plats.
huh.
It's so much easier getting a Prime that it's not even funny. I got Equinox
Well, the
Prime.
whole point was that it was like a grind fest. Like, it wasn't like too grindy, but like it was a nice challenge. It was like, okay, I'm working up for this. Like, it's not too uncommon, but it's not common, you know?
Correct. But now it's become so easy that it's not even, it's just an item. There's nothing special about how it once was, as well as the fact that before there used to be a meta to the frames.
Yeah.
Now the frames are so well balanced that there's not even a meta to it. It's not even funny. Like, there used to be different frames. Like, I remember Trinity used to have vampire mode or god mode. Those were fun, and then they nerf it, and it's like, now I can't go god mode anymore. Still go. Mag used to be a cannon. Like, you used to use mag for corpus. Like, oh, shields. Let me destroy those shields. Ember for destroying infected. Volt for speed. Like, they're you knew what a frame did and was what very specific. Now the frames come out so well balanced. It's like, you're not fun. You don't have. You're not a good glass cannon. As well, it used to be a thing. Like, oh my god, I went 2 hours in the void. Now it's I went 2 hours in the void. Oh, cool, good for you. Less enthusiasm. It's just they made it so simple, so easy for people that it's not even. It's so sad. I miss the days where I miss the end game. See, that's why I play video games. That's why I play grind. Like, reason why I'm playing Final Fantasy 14 is because there's that end game to it. Like, there's so much end game to it. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
Video games. Well, one day I actually do want to meet you and Matt in person.
Of course. That's the goal. The goal would be to have like a meetup of some sort. And the thing is, out of everyone else, like
Mhm.
Jang, without disclosing exactly where you live closest to me and Matt, like we're out of our entire little friend group, we're the
Mhm.
closest by
Yeah.
far. And like a drive wouldn't be that unfeasible. It wouldn't. It wouldn't be that unfeasible. That'd be like a day
Yes.
trip. That would be like a that'd be like a day trip. So
Weren't you going to have a day trip with PD?
PD invited me to go with him to Summer Games Done Quick, if because it's being held in the Midwest. I think Wisconsin or something like that. I don't know. Somewhere
Mhm.
around there. Anyway, he invited me to that, and I was like, I would go, but it's like in the middle of the summer, and I'm usually busy in the summer. Like I have some airsoft events I'm gonna be doing. I'm busy with my job, and I'm not sure because I'm like almost done. I think I have like 4 more classes to take, and then after that, I can be done. So I just really need to. I was gonna see if I could probably take some like maybe like 1 or 2 to lighten the load for next semester, so then I only have to take like 2 instead of taking all 4 at once. If I could do that, but we'll have to see. But Yeah, it's not too bad. It's just, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's so much work. I'm trying to convince him to come here to the East Coast.
I
Just
understand your concern too, because like you'd be spending a whole day with a furry, and it's like
like
that's that's a very tough thing. You're a very brave man.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Um you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'd be doing the
Doing somebody a favor. I don't know about who.
I mean, he has some strong convictions, so who knows really? Who knows about that, you know? But yeah, I mean, I would like to go. It's just I don't know if it's going to line up with my schedule.
Well, one thing I was thinking of doing, and this is depending on how the stuff goes, is RTX. I could do RTX.
Oh yeah, and Austin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, RTX would be fun. It would definitely be fun.
But I don't want to do it solo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like if I were to do it, I'd want to go. I like the panels are what makes it fun. Like for sure. I think I think the best panels would go to is definitely the Achievement Hunter like
Mm-hmm.
panel, like the off-topic Achievement Hunter panel. That'd be a pretty good one. The RT podcast panel. That'd be a really good one.
Ray has
Um,
an panel there.
oh, okay, the Ray panel, and another panel would be the off-topic panel. That'd be a good one to go to as well. I think those
Only if they
four
get
is what I would
drunk.
go to. Only if they get drunk. Dude, I love it when they get drunk. Oh man, because the videos don't ever do it justice. They'll get drunk, and then it's like they're still drunk just because the video ended. Like I want to see more. Like I want to see the after, but it always, because they're done. It's like okay, we're done. But it's like that person is still drunk. So like, what do they
Hold that
do?
thought for
Like,
1 second, because I'm going to bring up something, and I
yeah,
just want to ask Raz a question.
yeah.
Would Ruby be a good panel for you to go to, Raz? Because you're not caught up on the Ruby season. You'll get spoiled by that if you go there.
Yeah, I mean, like, oh god, the last thing I remember in Ruby,
Was that it came out on YouTube?
yeah, I think so. I don't. I really want to get into Ruby. I gotta rewatch it. I gotta rewatch it. And the thing is, I keep wanting to get into Red versus Blue, but I always get to season. I enjoy it, and then I get to like season 5 when they start.
You can
When
just
it's
skip
like
to 9. 9 is Monty's season.
yeah, but I want to watch all of it.
Well,
I skip, I skip, I get all the way up to the freelancers, and I'm just like, okay. And I try to learn about them, and I'm like, I'm
mm-hmm.
just absolutely bored. Like, I am absolutely bored. Like, I just can't. I can't. And I try to force myself to watch it, and then I just like get bored, and then I lose interest, and I forget exactly where I am. But I watched it. I loved the original part, like when it was like crappy
Mm-hmm.
voice acting, crappy machinimating. Like it was great. I loved it. But then I just fell out of it, and I just can't get back in. I feel bad. There's so much in this world where it's like I need to absorb information and knowledge by like experiencing what other people experienced. Like for instance, I've never truly sat down and read any of the I like watched any okay except the first
Mm-hmm.
one, Harry Potter. I only watched the first
Really?
one. I only watched the first one, and that was on VHS. That was it. Star Wars, I never sat down and actually watched all of Star Wars. I haven't.
Which ones?
All of them, any of them, I haven't watched
Really?
them.
You
Yep,
should.
I haven't. What's another one?
The
Hunger Games. I'm
prequel's
not into
good.
that.
I'm sorry, cancel that. The prequel's not good. The 4, 5, 6 is good. 7 is good. 8 is
Mhm.
questionable.
Yeah,
9, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. Disney owns it now, so I don't know if I want to see it.
Well, well,
Speaking of movies, though,
uh-huh.
here's my segue for you.
Okay.
Let us talk about this new movie coming out. You know exactly the one I'm about to say.
Toy Story 4?
No, the Sonic movie.
Sure. I thought you were going to mention Endgame because it was like Raz is already tired of me in Endgame.
Yeah, I haven't. Oh, that's another one. I haven't seen any. I saw like half of Civil War. and I
Wait,
left
how
the
do you
middle
see
of
one
the
of the best movies, half of it? You're worse than Matt.
I watched like halfway. It was like Civil War came out a while ago, about 3 years ago, and that was like 2016. And
Come
I
on.
was I
Raz has
was
fucking seen it. We're talking about
I
Raz here.
I remember there was this guy named Bucky, and it was like, oh, Bucky. Like half of us like Bucky, half of us don't. Let's fight in an airport. I was like, this is stupid. I don't get any of these characters. I don't get what's going on. I don't get any of this.
Do I have to
And
give you a
that was
synopsis of what is going to happen?
oh, no. That's not important. That's not important. But the important thing is that it was the date that I was with. It was me and Hope's first date. We went to see it. I was like, I don't have any interest in seeing this because me and her were just like talking and blah, blah,
Did
blah.
you see the other movies?
No.
That would be why.
Yeah, yeah. The
There's,
only
there's
the
22
only
movies
thing
in this
the only
franchise.
the only Marvel film that I remember seeing all the way through was God. Get ready to cringe. X-Men. Wolverine,
That doesn't count. That's not.
and that
That's
doesn't count because I get it. Everyone's let me finish. Everyone's been like on my case about it. Like, okay, but the universe was reset, and like that doesn't count. Like that's not really what happened. Blah, blah,
no.
blah.
It doesn't count because that's not a Marvel movie.
Wolverine is Marvel.
Yes, but that was made by Fox. That belongs to Fox.
Yeah.
The Marvel movies I'm talking about, like Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, those movies.
Yeah. I need to actually get into that, and that's what
You
I need
have
to
a
do.
tall task
And
ahead
it's
of
not-
you. There's 22
not that-
movies.
There. Oh my god!
I know you were about to say there's not that many. There's 22
I
before
I
Endgame.
blinked, and then they're all gone. Jesus.
There's a reason why Endgame made over $400 million in the box office in the United States alone.
I could talk about movies some more.
You should go watch movies. That's what it sounds like, especially in pop
watched
culture.
The most recent movie that I enjoyed so much. I rarely ever do this. I went to see it twice. I went to see Us, and
You
that
chose
was
the wrong
really
movie to see
good.
twice.
Us was good. What are you talking about?
Here's the problem with Us. Us did all right in the box office. Us has a big plot hole in it. 2 plot holes.
Listen.
Uh-huh.
You can't go into. You can't. I'm not gonna spoil it. You can't go
Raz
into
is not
it.
going to
It's
see it.
not-
Nobody who's listening to this is
No,
going
no,
to see
I'm not
Us.
gonna- No.
Raz
Listen.
gives 2 shits.
Listen.
Mhm.
Get Out has a beginning, middle, and end. It's a
Mm-hmm.
concrete story. There's no wiggle room. Like this is just a story being told.
Mm-hmm.
Us is a movie that makes you think. It's not all there because it's more of a concept, and it wants to make you think. Like Get Out has that social commentary undertone, but Us has a social commentary undertone, but it's not just about one aspect. It's more of a bigger, grander picture where it makes you think like this could apply to a lot of things. And it's if you go into it thinking like trying to critically analyze it and be like, that doesn't make sense because of this, but that it shouldn't be happening because of this. Well, but they can't do that because of this. Like then you're not going to have a good time. If you just go to it and just watch it and enjoy it for the movie that it is, and don't try to think too hard about it, you'll like it. You'll enjoy it. It's a very enjoyable movie. I enjoyed it.
Here's my counterpoint to that argument. When a movie has to make you go, don't think about the movie, you have failed. Yeah, as a writing standpoint, you have failed, and you cannot tell me that is not true. Shit. I'm trying to think of a movie you've seen. And now I have to think. Uh, okay. Do you watch at least Game of Thrones?
Nope.
Dude, on a TV, motherfucker. Let's see. Um, Raz, we established that he doesn't watch movies or TV.
I watch a lot of basketball.
Like he just watches a basketball. He doesn't even watch the basketball games. He just
I've been
watches a
watching the
basketball
playoffs,
call.
dude. The playoffs have been crazy.
Yeah, game. What is it? Game 6 tonight. What game is it tonight?
Between which teams?
Which ones do you think I'm talking about?
Well,
Take your
right now
guess.
I've been following the Warriors and Rockets, and that one's been really interesting. The Warriors are up 2-1 to my knowledge. And I've also been following the Boston Celtics versus the Bucks. That one's been really good. Giannis, like the Celtics have been amazing. Giannis combo from like scoring, but like Giannis definitely found his stride. So I can't wait to see how that plays out. I don't really care about the Nuggets at all.
Really?
What is it? The Nugget? Yeah, I don't care for the Nuggets. I don't care for Jokic. It's the Nuggets versus the 76ers, I believe. Let me look that up. 76ers. No, 76ers versus
Trailblazer.
Raptors. No, Raptors, right?
Nope.
Hold on. 76ers play.
You're talking about the Nuggets, correct?
Oh yeah, the Nuggets versus the yeah.
Trailblazer.
Ooh, the Raptors won
Nope.
game.
Nope.
Series tied. Yeah, series tied 2-2. Between the Raptors and the 76ers. So the last game today between the Raptors and the 76ers, the Raptors won. So now it's tied 2-2. So oof, we could go to a game 7 here. Whoever wins the next one will win. Well, no, next 2, I should say.
Speaking of winning, Borderlands 3.
Dude, oh my god, I can't wait.
Now, are you going to get it on PC?
Yeah, so what I need to coordinate is where I'm gonna get it because
Because
I want
Matt
to play. Yeah, I want to
is
play
going to get
with.
it on Steam.
Yeah, I think I want to get it on PC so that you, me, Matt, and Taylor could play it. And then if Ras gets it too, we could probably get him in there.
With his potato laptop.
Ouch.
It's true. He knows it.
He plays Overwatch apparently. I don't know how, but he does. So
That's because after every game, he takes a little fan and he just blows directly onto the laptop to cool it off.
Jesus Christ, Jang.
What?
He's the one guy in there. You're just roasting this man. So
Well, he
messed
has
up.
a PS4, but you know.
Yeah, he does have PS4.
But Matt doesn't have a PS4. We only care about Matt. I mean, that's why he's in the background image of us. Oh, holy man.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
I was thinking of putting a picture of you and him being there, but I was like, nah, I'm not going to do him dirty like that. Do you have a Twitch still?
Yeah, but
Hardly use it.
yeah.
I figured. I mean, not even Stan or Invisibee have heard from you.
Oh yeah, I miss Stan. Yeah, last time I tried to talk to him in Invisibee, I was like, "Yeah, man, I made some new content." He was like, "Oh, look at you, always thinking about making content, coming and showing off in other people's stuff." And I was like, "No, I meant like, it's not even like gaming content. I mean, it is like gaming content. I mean, it's just."
I'll DM you about him in a second.
Yeah, it was just like I was trying to tell him about my airsoft videos, and he didn't want to hear it.
Well,
So
I'm going to end. Well, do you have anything you want to end this podcast on?
Oh fuck! You put me on the spot.
Like
Yes.
people can't see you shaking their head.
Yes.
Mhm.
It is. There's few truths in this world,
Okay.
but a couple of them are that Ronald Reagan was Jesus was black, and the only other thing that's true is that death and taxes.
Well, thankfully you cut out so no one heard that, but I'll end it here. I hope everybody had a good night and see you guys later. Sorry, you cut out. I don't know what the fuck you said. All I came back to was like Jesus and attacked. I was like, what
Did it really
the
actually?
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck.
I was just making a joke from the Boondocks where it's like
Uh,
Jesus is black and